promoting his latest project, Jonah and the Whale in Therapy. And we're delighted to have him. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together for Jesse Rice. Thank you. It's great to have you, Jesse.
Great to be here, Colin.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, so you're out making the talk show rounds, talking about your new Jonah project.
Correct.
Jonah and the Whale in Therapy.
Right? You know it.
Sure.
You know it.
Sure. Wonderful cast. We've got Ashley Bell. We've got Amy Penn, who just finished wrapping the Saved by the Bell reunion. Oh, I did not know they were making that.
Yes.
That's fantastic news. Great news. And of course, Josh Fagerberg. And your character in the film is named Dr. Walter Whack-A-Mole. They know it, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Now, when we were talking backstage, you mentioned to me that it was kind of a departure from roles you had previously played.
Yes.
What do you mean by that? Well, I just mean Dr. Whack-A-Mole had this very technical French accent. It was very... Yes, which you nailed, by the way. Nailed it. I mean, it was spot on. I was like, is he from France? This was incredible. How are you dealing with the controversy around this particular project? What do you mean? Well, I just mean, well, some critics are saying things like, hey, orcas don't live in the Mediterranean. And, you know, what about the whole puking Jonah onto the beach scene? What about that? And why didn't you include the whole part where Jonah preaches to the Ninevites and they all repent, but then Jonah gets angry? What about all that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think some of the best films are those that are incomprehensive.
I do not.
I see.
Well, I just mean the best stories sometimes are those that leave out the most important parts. Profound. Yeah, profound. I had never thought about it like that. Yeah. I heard that you also went through quite a pretty impressive physical transformation for this role.
Yeah,
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. Well, you know that in my action films, I was like 6% body fat, 5% body fat.
Sure.
Known for my shredded abs. For sure.
They remember those. Sure.
Well, for this one, they really wanted me to play more of a frumpy, middle-aged dad kind of thing.
Which, for the record, you nailed that, by the way. I mean, when you walked in, I was like, oh my goodness, he has put on a lot of weight. Looks quite a bit older. I mean, that was...
Thank you.
Is that
Yes,
right?
for the role.
That, ladies and gentlemen, that is commitment to the craft.
It was for the
right
role.
there. That's commitment to the craft.
Well, thank you.
That is well done. I know that you brought a clip for us.
I did.
I know the audience is eager to see that too.
You guys ready?
Would you set it up for us?
Yeah. Well, this is Dr. Whack-A-Mole talking to Jonah and the whale, and they're in therapy.
Great. Well, invite you to see it if you haven't seen it. Otherwise, let's take a look at the screen back there.
What's wrong with What's wrong with my clothes?
I stepped on the tail.
Bye bye. Jesse fell out the back.
Okay, why don't you zoom in, but leave out the zit on my cheek. Just crop it off right where it starts. Just.
You have no zit. You can't.
Correct.
You can't see
It's just a scab from where it used to be.
Get in. Get in.
So for Jonah, this all started a few weeks ago, but for me, it started much further back.
For Jonah, it started a couple of weeks ago.
For Jonah, this started a few weeks ago, but for me, it started much further back.
A couple weeks ago.
Couple weeks ago. Okay. Well, for Jonah, this started a few weeks ago. Well, for Jonah, this all started a few weeks ago. Couple weeks ago. Buttery, flaky crusts. Well, for Jonah, this all started around 2 weeks ago, but for me, it started much further back.
Good.
And it's specifically 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was awful. Me.